At this point, Netflix are trying to troll me. Hello everyone and welcome to In the Armchair. Today we're going to be reviewing Hard Kill, which was just released here in the UK, and at the time of this recording is trending as number 4. Before we jump into that though, please don't forget to like, comment, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. It really does help me out on YouTube. Now let's just get this out of the way. This film was bad. I knew it was going to be bad just based off the cast alone. You've got Jesse Metcalfe, a guy who I haven't seen since Desperate Housewives, and in that he was mediocre at best. You've got Eva Marie, a former WWE wrestler. I watched wrestling. She was bad in that, could never act even in wrestling, so I don't know what she's doing in movies. And lastly, Bruce Willis, a guy who hasn't made a good film in about 20 years at this point. The plot, if you could even call it that, is essentially Bruce Willis develops a new AI solution that could revolutionize the world. Unfortunately, some terrorists want to get hold of that to use it for bad things, so they kidnap his daughter just so they can get hold of it. So the first problem was obviously the plot. I said it with my Ava review. We've seen this a million times before now. It's like Hollywood has really run out of ideas. I don't understand how these movies continue to get the green light. The second problem with this movie is that 95% of it takes place in one location, some dilapidated building. That in itself is not a problem. There's been some brilliant movies that have utilized this concept. The Raid, which is one of my favorite action films of all time. You've got Dread, which was a quality movie. Even something as recent as Earth and Blood, which I will link in the description, was a fantastic representation of this. But this movie took about 40 minutes before we even saw an ounce of action. They spent so much time going over the same topic and trying to build to something that wasn't there. And despite spending all of that time, I just didn't care about any single character. I didn't care about the stakes at all in this movie. There was a lack of tension throughout, and it was so cliche. It's unforgivable. You even had that moment of someone trying to galvanize the troops, complete with the strings playing in the background. I mean, come on guys, seriously? However, these weren't even the things that pissed me off the most. The main villain's name was the Pardoner. The Pardoner? Okay, what is that meant to mean? You mean to tell me someone actually sat down and thought, oh, this would be an excellent name for a bad guy? No. It's quite sad that Bruce Willis's career has come to this. He used to be the face of action movies. He used to be that safe, reliable guy that you could always count on. Now he just comes to set, does his trademark smirk, and that's it. He doesn't even seem convinced by his own performance. I started thinking maybe he keeps making these shit films because he needs a payday. Then I get on Google and see he's worth $250 million. So it's not even for the payday. So what are you doing, Bruce Willis? Why are you making these choices? Why are you ruining your legacy? I said in my Rogue Nation review that Netflix were ending the year strong, but then the last 2 or 3 movies that I've watched have been a nightmare. Now I know they didn't specifically produce this movie, but I don't know why you would pay to pick this up. Overall, there was only one thing I liked about this movie, and that was the final battle. It was actually quite hard hitting. Aside from that, this film is bad in every single gradable category. 1 star. Thanks for watching. If you've liked what you heard, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and watch some other videos.